间的爱情编织出天涯，看时间并肩在一起，却不同的步伐，同样的心门一直不断来回的穿插，是不是爱在变差，渐进风华？不是我要接你的长吧，其实也没什么想法，只是有时候我下错咒骂，点亮彼此心中的那火把。尔虞我诈，热络的尴尬，要让相爱身上的惩罚，时间滴滴答答笑我散Baby， 我们之间的爱情编织出天涯，看时间并肩在一起，却不同的步伐，同样的心嘛一直不断来回的穿插，是不是爱在变差，渐渐风华？ Baby， 我们之间的爱情编织出天涯，怪我有时候情绪会上升和轰炸，是我不敢表达心里面的那一句话，其实我是真的爱着你呀。
Johnny very much. Let him stay here for now. It'll be safe.
Thank you. When this is all over, we'll take him home.
Sam, don't make Kitty worry. So please be careful.
Someone is protecting your dad, so don't worry.
Thank you.
Where are you going next?
I'm going to Sarah's home, get Johnny some clothes. They were renting a house. I'll cancel that. As for the factory, I have to tell our boss.
That's not what I'm asking.
Are you Cricket or Jordan?
Both now.
Don't ask then. I'm going now.
Someone wants to meet you. Tomorrow.
Who?
You'll find out. It's important.
He came here, but he didn't want to come in, did he?
Joan, I asked him to come inside earlier, but he wouldn't come. It's quite strange.
Today, I wanted to say something important to him, but he wouldn't listen to me.
He sounds cruel. It's odd. Hey, what's wrong?
You don't know him. How do you know that it's not like him?
Yeah, you're right.
Leslie, what do you think? Why is Jordan like that?
I don't know. Maybe he acted that way because of stress.
But he kept saying he's dangerous.
He said he's dangerous? I could be wrong, but he might be a death drive.
What's a death drive?
I'm sure Kitty knows.
It's a theory that's from Freud. Everybody has a life drive and a death drive.
The death drive is like an instinct, like standing on the edge of a tall building and having the impulse to jump off, or seeing a sharp knife and thinking of the blood when it slices your arm. Almost everyone has these thoughts. Joan, you've seen how he fights, so you should understand this as well. Every fight is a path to death. You never know whether you'll survive it or not. I suppose that's the kind of danger he means. Please be more understanding of him.
I get it.
Leslie, how come I feel like you have a death drive too?
So Joan is quite upset.
She forced me.
But she still won't give up.
Why are you saying this? To know how I feel?
Well, you have. Just to me. Between women there are always nuanced feelings that can touch each other. It's just like a flower's scent. We infect each other. When Joan was sad, so was I. Jordan, I'm quite worried.
I'm just afraid that one day you'll hate me. And if that day does come, just leave without a second's thought.
Baby， 我们之间的爱情编织是天涯，但我有时候情绪会上升和轰炸，是我不分表。
Mom, they're here.
Hi, Auntie Liu.
You're Kitty. Remember me?
No, sorry.
I lived further away, so I don't blame you two if you don't. Your parents and I, and Sam's mother, knew each other. We all grew up together.
Huh? Huh? So, you're from our town too?
Kitty.
Huh?
Dragonfly. Seeing you together with Cricket again makes me happy. There are some things that you two should know about. Way back when I was only 6, my family and the others left our mountain hometown. We were all relocated. From 200 homes, 89 families moved here. We were just a bunch of kids. We saw the ocean. We were so excited and thought it was beautiful. But the grown-ups didn't think so. The soil was very salty, and the villagers worked together to build a new home and make the soil good. We took soil from elsewhere and filled the land, making it good for new crops. Gradually, they began to grow. At certain times, each family took their turn and helped others. Everyone would help out, planting seeds and pulling their weight during the harvesting. At that time, the whole village was like a big family, a working unit, you know? We thought we could finally settle down. This was going to be our home. Little did we know, 30 years later, everything would change. They wanted to build an industrial zone, and they told us to move again. But this time, it wasn't a collective move. They just gave us money and told us to find a solution. We had no choice but to give in and go. But there were 3 families who held out. Everyone else felt really guilty. However, Dragonfly's mom consoled everybody.
It's okay. Before we leave, let's plant some trees here. Let the children plant the trees. Then one day, you can come back and visit them. You must come back.
That was why we held the planting event. On June 23rd, many villagers gathered here and watched the children plant the trees, promising to return one day. But whether we could meet again was something we didn't know. Actually, in the relocation, everyone went their own ways, and nobody knew what lay ahead of them in the future. And then, after the relocation, we heard about the accident. 5 people dead. One man was so angry. He got all the scattered villagers together. He said the culprit had to answer to these souls. Everyone agreed with him. My husband was still around then. We had no kids, and we were doing well. So we adopted Cricket. As for Clovy, she was adopted too.
So, Clovy was Adopted by one of the villagers?
I've been told. She's left the past behind. So, don't go looking for her. Dragonfly, as for you, you'd gone to the care facility to see your mother, so we missed you. We heard about you later. You were adopted by Rick Shen.
I didn't know how Cricket and Clovy ended up. Well, now I know.
But then, we found your mother as well. Seeing how she was then, we made a decision. No matter what, we couldn't leave her alone. The only way was for us to take turns caring for her. "20 years. We have looked after her. On the weekends, you'd see your mother. Seeing you and her together made me happy and sad. I've always thought that if we hadn't given in, she wouldn't have become like this. And Cricket's birth parents and little brother, and Clovy's parents, would not have disappeared.
Mom, don't say that. It wasn't like that.
Right. I'm sorry, son. 50 years ago, we left the mountains. And then 20 years ago, we all left this place. We lost 2 of our homes. Just like that. Taken away. Enough is enough. We've paid the price. But now, we must let the public know. Tell them what really happened to us. Give us an explanation. And take responsibility.
Do you mean the car accident that happened?
There's more. The Qinghai Project.
You know about that too?
I heard about it a decade ago, after I left here.
What is it?
I don't know many details, but I do know that Bill Zheng's involved. Dragonfly. Kitty. The people back then, like your parents, and their parents, only a few of us are left. Right now, we are feeling some kind of desperate hope. To get justice for everybody, we have all come up with a plan to force the truth out of Bill Zheng. If he won't tell us, we will make him and others know how we feel. Let them have a taste of what all of us had to go through.
Our old home is an industrial zone. So our plan of action is to blow it up without hurting anyone. We'll wipe it out. The code name of the plan is simple. Homeward Bound.
Sam. Kitty. I hope you'll join our plan to blow up this whole place. Will you please?
Blow up the whole zone? You must be joking, right?
I wish I was. I'm deadly serious. It's all right. You can think it over. Tell Jordan what you decide. The villagers are holding a meeting. An old villager drove me down here today. He's waiting for me now. Excuse me. I have to get going.
When I was small, Mom would bring me here. I remember it well. Before the task force had started, I hung up the tags. I hoped you'd see them and remember. But I just forgot. When Kitty published that old photograph, it made me incredibly happy. And then Sam got caught. Kitty guessed who you were, but I still had my doubts. Found him. His old name was Kenny Lai. His mom is Franny. He was adopted by Rick Shen. When I saw your transcript and the interview with Neil Chen, I knew that you had remembered everything. Later, I'll be honest, I snuck into your workshop and saw the cards you made. I was really moved. Because I knew you'd remembered, and that I wasn't alone. Like me, you wanted revenge. Although I knew you left the cards at the crime scene, I didn't say anything to the task force. Nothing at all. Dragonfly. Kitty. Join us. Homeward Bound needs us.
Cricket, I really want to join you, but how can we blow up the whole area?
Johnny's school is there. His classmates are there. And their parents and siblings, all of them work there.
What is this? Dragonfly and Kitty have gone? Just Mr. Shen and Ms. Yang are left?
It's not like that. If it's all blown up, how many families' futures will end up being ruined?
Ruined, huh? If Bill Jang tells us, if he explains and apologizes, then it won't need to happen.
But is he willing? Are you sure it's him? You need evidence to make that claim.
Agree to join us. My mom will give you evidence.
Even with evidence, you can't use such a life-threatening method.
Don't you dare lecture me. Have you forgotten how the accident happened?
I haven't.
Whenever I see a half moon, I think of Mom. My mother's arms and her embrace. I remember it. Your mother as well. They sacrificed themselves to protect us all.
An eye for an eye is not what I want from this.
What if Bill Jang won't confess?
There must be another way.
I've tried everything, okay? But there isn't.
Then let me try. I can force him to speak.
Dragonfly, at least your mother's alive. How about my mom? My dad and my brother?
That's no excuse to harm innocent people.
Oh, stop! Stop!
Baby woman, 之间的爱情编织是天涯，但我有时候情绪会像是核轰炸。
Dragonfly. At least your mother's alive. How about my mom? My dad and my brother?
That's no excuse to harm innocent people.
No, stop! Stop! Cricket, stop it!
You really think you can make him confess? Is this another promise? You promised me and Clovy we'd find Kitty together. Did you manage to do that? You asked me if we hated you. I said I didn't. You think I didn't care? When the orphanage took me, and I knew Clovy was gone, do you think I didn't hate you? You were our big brother! Our big brother! You didn't keep your promise. Why is that?
I'm sorry.
There's no need. Hating you is hating myself. I also failed Clovy. I broke my promise. So let's not say sorry. But someone has to say sorry. Are you going to join us?
We can. But we're not blowing up anything.
And you? Dragonfly, answer me.
Before, I was filled with hate. But then I made peace. I stopped. A mother is the beginning of a life. A mother is not its end. She shouldn't be an excuse for murder. An excuse to end lives.
I'm fighting for the justice we're owed.
It's the same.
In this place, the home we lost.
It's the same.
And the new world? It was destroyed long ago. Don't you want revenge?
No, it wasn't destroyed. It just hasn't been remade yet. Kitty reminded me of that.
So then, this is your answer?
I hope you'll make the same decision as us.
You know you're beyond help. You still want to find Glenn Zhang?
Yes.
And then do what? You won't kill him? Going to hand him over to the cops?
After I get answers, I will.
We can't work together.
Why not?
Because our paths have changed.
You want to kill. You want to kill him.
You said that. I didn't say that.
Cricket. Cricket, look at me. Were you the one who committed those murders? Was that why you told me that Sam was innocent and that someone else had done it?
That day, Kitty almost got hurt. At midnight, I decided to act. The same time as you.
Kitty was almost hurt. I saw the blood you spilled for her. I understood your pain. I knew you would strike back. I told my team I was going to find Glenn. But my first act was to sabotage the cameras near Yo and Wei's homes. And then I was gonna tell you. I thought you wanted the same thing. But then I saw you leave the cards and take off. I knew you wanted something else. You just wanted to find Glenn through Wei, right? That was too slow. I couldn't wait. That was also why I killed Adam Yo. It was the only way to find Glenn. But I didn't think that you'd be a suspect. I felt awful.
It doesn't matter. But have you thought about if those two might have been innocent?
Weren't our families innocent as well, Sam?
So the third party you mentioned were you guys.
Well, it's us now. Okay? I hope you two will join us.
An eye for an eye. Not for me.
I did that alone. The others weren't involved in that.
Does your mother know that you killed those two?
If you don't tell her, she won't know. For you. My mother's number is on there. Call her later and tell her you're joining us.
We haven't agreed to join.
It's not up to you. Remember the things you burned by the river? I filmed the whole thing. There were metals like the microchip and IC burner, and unfortunately, they don't burn. I took them. The press will be interested, but I was doing it for a joke. I was gonna show you later. They have another use now. They're circumstantial evidence, not enough to serve as proof. But who can stop the press? So tell me, will the cops take you again?
Jordan, do you have to do this?
I have no choice. We cooperate or fight. I don't want you to have Glenn.
But I can call Chief Zone right now.
Have me arrested. But I know you won't. And you won't.
Cricket.
Enough. Let's not waste time arguing. You have no time. Soon the reporters and task force will receive my email with what I shot down by the riverbank. Unless you tell me right now that you'll join.
Then listen, there's no way I will join you.
All right. You have two options left. Get arrested or you run away. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this. It's only temporary. So don't hate me. Okay? No matter what, you're my big brother. And you're my sister. The family I love most.
But a family doesn't do this. Family doesn't turn against each other.
Like I said, it's temporary. When it's all over, I'll show you the truth.
How will you?
The same way. An eye for an eye. I killed them and I'll suffer the consequences, even death. And that sounds fair, right? Their blood for my blood. No matter what. Remember me as Cricket. I'll love you as my family. Until I die.
Baby， 我们之间的爱情编织是天涯，让我有时候情绪会上升和轰炸，是我。
Breaking news. The suspect on bail, known as Mr. Shen, who was accused of murdering 2 people, has been caught on camera burning what looks like evidence. This footage we received was taken right after the murders.
Who shot this footage? Who tipped off the press?
I don't know. We just received an email with the same video. It was sent from an account on a public server, so it's hard to find the sender.
Since Mr. Shen is a prime suspect in this case, why did the authorities grant him bail? Such questions still remain unanswered.
Chief, looks like we have to bring him back in.
The police have stated that they acted according to the evidence. However, with this new evidence surfacing, the likelihood of Mr. Shen's involvement has now increased, and it's
So now
probable that he
what?
will be arrested again.
I must still find Glenn. And you can go home, or you can come with me.
I don't want to leave you.
It'll be dangerous.
With you here, I'm not scared.
Your granddad won't let you.
He'll listen.
And if he doesn't?
Well then, I'll say sorry.
Chief, I can call Sam and tell him to report to the station.
Jordan is tailing him, isn't he?
Yes.
Tell him to bring him in.
Where are you?
I lost him.
Lost him?
I followed them into the forest and then lost sight of them. When I caught up, they drove away. I don't know where they're going.
This is an emergency. Find them quickly.
Got it.
All right. Go and use the base station system. Find their phones.
Right.
I'll call Mr. Young and ask him to contact Kitty.
How did Jordan lose them? The news has just come out.
Hi. It's me.
It's him. Granddad?
Kitty. Are you all right?
You know what's up?
Chief Chung has already told me. Hey. Are you coming home?
I'm going with him.
Are you sure about that? You'll be a fugitive.
Yes, Granddad, I'm positive. He's innocent, and I believe him.
The problem is that others don't. The judge might not believe him either. And then you'll be implicated.
Well, that's why it's so important that I stay with him, isn't it? Granddad, don't worry. I'll be okay. Don't worry.
It's easy for you to say, not to worry. Right. Okay. You must be careful now. Let me talk to Sam. And don't eavesdrop. I must speak with him.
Bye.
Listen. Chief Chung believes that you're innocent. But it's getting complicated. It isn't up to him.
I get it.
You can still turn around, though.
I don't have to. I did nothing wrong.
This will be a long road.
I know.
All right. I'll respect your decision. But listen now. Listen to me well. You listening? Sam? You protect her with your life. Sam, do you hear me?
Kitty doesn't have to come with me. She's insisted. She hasn't said so, but I know she wants to hold off the cops when they come. Mr. Young, your granddaughter is already protecting me. So no matter what, I'll do exactly the same for her.
Can I call you Tom? Your mother, 2 brothers, and 3 sisters are scared that you won't go home. So I asked a co-worker to call your mother. She wants to talk to you. Listen.
Tom, it's me, your mom. I hope you're okay. How are you over there? Stop thinking about making money for us. I can still work, okay? Your sister's got a job for herself, too. Don't risk your life anymore. Please come home. Come home, Tom.
Using my mom to twist my arm?
Listen to it all.
Tom, stop dreaming, okay? They told me if you cooperate with the cops, you can come home right now. Don't be scared of Mr. Jung. He's already been caught, arrested. Whatever it is, let him take responsibility for this.
No, wait. Play again.
Which part? You don't know? No one told you? Sorry, there's been an oversight. Mr. Zhang was arrested this morning. All your friends as well.
Since Mr. Shen is a prime suspect in this case, why did the authorities allow him to go free on bail? Such questions still remain unanswered. The police have stated that they acted according to the evidence. However, with this new evidence surfacing, the likelihood of Mr. Shen's involvement has now increased. And it's likely that Mr. Shen will be arrested again. But we're waiting to hear from the chief about...
Mr. Zhang, Sam Shen's father's back.
So go get him.
2 cops are with him, though.
Well, that won't stop you, will it?
If they didn't insist, I wouldn't be leaving. Mr. Xu, I can sleep in the company's break room, though. It's temporary. Please tell the chairman for me, and thank him for his offer. Right. Yeah, I know. Yeah, thank you.